How's it going, everyone? It's Vivi and welcome back. Something I haven't discussed in the past, and I think I should've. HBO Max seems to be this new shiny toy for Sony. HBO Max is an upcoming streaming service, if you're not aware, which is set to launch on May 27th, with a subscription fee of $14.99 a month. If you're currently a customer with HBO, if you have cable service with them, you can give them a call and discuss if you get any perks or advantages. Let's not dive into the techie customer service stuff, right? The point I'd like to make, HBO Max is likely to be Sony's cornerstone for their upcoming TV media category. Sony does have curiosity with turning some of their IPs into either movies or TV shows. The one TV show we can all mention is The Last of Us, which got confirmed for HBO Max. This project is being developed by PlayStation Productions, basically the new media team at Sony, you know, the whole TV department stuff. And the show is also being worked on by Neil Druckmann, known for The Last of Us. Twisted Metal was also something brought up quite a while back. I'd assume it'll also end up on HBO Max once it gets confirmed. Uncharted is finally getting a movie. That one dug itself so deep into a hole that no one knew what the heck was going on anymore. Problems with the script, switching directors left and right, but you know, finally, they have a release date, July 2021. Surely if Uncharted can get out of that development fiasco, then so can Sly Cooper. For those new here, yep, Sly Cooper, let's just say, has been going through a similar situation, except it's not a problem with the writer or director. It's more of a network issue. I did make a recap of the history of quote-unquote updates of the Sly movie and the TV show, how it all transitioned and basically came to be. If you're ever curious with that video, especially if you're new here, that video is available on the channel. Long story short, Ratchet & Clank the movie did a big no-no at the box office, so that straight up supposedly canned the Sly movie, since, you know, it was supposed to be produced by the same production team that worked on the Ratchet & Clank movie. And you know, due to the box office failure, we got a TV show announced back in June 2017. Fast forward 3 years, still nothing. It's not that Sony cancelled the TV show, they never outright stated it, but some do feel like it got cancelled. But hey, I still have hope for it, and here's why. That's basically the point of the video. I feel like Sony is having trouble finding a network suitable for Sly Cooper. I mean, going back to February 2019, when Technicolor was still supposedly working on a TV show, in their comment section of one of their welcome videos, they did hint at updates to come. So what happened after that? Nothing came about. Come to think of it, that comment they had made, they did delete it, I guess because it got too much attention. If they were having trouble with the network, then I take it they still wanted to show us brand new footage of some sort. I'm probably exaggerating. I mean, we never really got footage other than a few pieces of artwork. You keep saying network this, network that. Like, to be honest with you, Sony never outright stated that, hey guys, Sly Cooper's having trouble, you know, finding the proper network or something. No, they never said such a thing. Or probably never will. What I'm leaning at is a rumor by user Rithian. Cartoon Network and Nickelodeon turned down the show. According to the same user, this was stated in the past. It was apparently too mature for Nickelodeon. Yeah, I know, funny. Since finding a suitable network was deemed difficult, while it's also rumored that Sony reacquired the rights from Technicolor, who was supposed to work on the TV show. For what reason? To probably have PlayStation Productions handle it themselves. This was after someone supposedly messaged PGS, which was the former distributor of the TV show, saying that, oh, we don't have the rights anymore, it went to Sony. I mean, what makes us question its credibility? This reply by PGS is 1. Grammar, And 2, if you message PGS, they might reply to you differently, saying that we don't share this type of information. To be quite frank, the misspelling part or grammar, while PGS is a French company, it is possible that whoever wrote that reply was simply someone different from the company, and what I'm trying to say is they probably have multiple people handling their social media. If true, think about it. If indeed the network is the Black Beast of Sly Cooper right now, and that Technicolor had news coming back in February 2019, well, at least they hinted at it, and that PlayStation Productions got announced in May 2020, I mean, wouldn't you think that within that 1 year gap, February 2019 and May 2020, that perhaps they were indeed stuck in a loophole? That loophole being the network, trying to find one. And once PlayStation Productions came into the picture in 2020, it's possible Sony wanted to handle it themselves. Not to mention that Herman Hulst, the current chairman of Worldwide Studios, said we have a category of IPs that date back to 25 years. Sly Cooper is one of them. So I would like to believe that yes, PS Productions took control. Don't forget the following. PGS, the former distributor, like I said, and Technicolor, the production team, both sites took down Sly Cooper. That should be a clear sign that none of them is involved with the project anymore. The same user, Rithian, recently shared another rumor that Sly Cooper is planned for HBO Max in 2021. It is sad to think we've been waiting so long for Sly Cooper media, be it TV show or movie, since 2014. I remember saying, wow, 2016 is so far away. You know, the movie. How time flies. I mean, the way I just spoke, well, the movie probably ain't gonna happen. I mean, time can tell, but right now, if anything Sly Cooper media related, it's the TV show. Rumor or not, like I always say in the comments, I have hope for the TV show. It's just the show has been hitting a bunch of brick walls. And that brick wall, like I said probably 10 times in the video, is the proper network. HBO Max being the network Sony will choose from now on doesn't sound far-fetched at all. So yes, Rithian did share that, yeah, Sly Cooper's gonna release on HBO Max, but even without that rumor, HBO Max, it doesn't sound crazy. Oh, also, HBO Max will have its own app on PlayStation 4 systems. Don't forget, Sony shut down their own streaming service, PlayStation Vue, back in January 2020. We'd think that Sly Cooper or any other Sony-branded TV show would be on a channel called PlayStation Originals. Let's imagine everything was going to be on PlayStation Vue, but you know, it got taken down now. Wait a minute, they recently announced PlayStation Studios. Is that the new version of PS Originals? Well, according to Rithian, apparently Studios and Originals, they're two complete different categories. Studios goes for the game IP department, first party being the majority. They didn't deny third parties having PlayStation Studios as a tag for their game. But as for PlayStation Originals, it's basically for, you know, media, TV shows, movies. The Ratchet & Clank movie did have PlayStation Originals, a cool little animation right at the beginning of the movie, basically similar to PlayStation Studios' animation. Anywho, it is very possible that HBO will finally be suitable for Sly Cooper. Too mature of a show for HBO? It shouldn't be a problem. Well, at least we hope. Of course, the whole too mature thing is a rumor, don't forget. Okay, Vivi. At the bottom, it says Ratchet & Clank TV show. Why would that happen after the movie flopped? Yeah, you do have a reason to doubt this. But you know what? I'll get back to Ratchet & Clank TV show in another video. Yeah, I know it sounds funny. But don't forget that Ratchet & Clank is vital now. Not saying to believe this rumor, okay? You might ask, is HBO even a kid-friendly network? Meaning, does this network even broadcast shows targeted for kids, assuming Sly Cooper will have that age demographic? HBO has had kid shows before, and family-friendly movies as well, so Sly shouldn't be a surprise on HBO, really. Remember, PGS had accidentally leaked the premiere of Season 1 Part 1 on their website, which was planned for 2019. The moment that gained public knowledge, they took it down faster than you can say Free Sly from Egypt. The targeted demographic was 9 to 11-year-olds, with format of 11-minute episodes, a total of 52, split into 2 parts. So with HBO Max being the next contender, should we still expect 11 minutes format? Who knows? Unfortunately, yes, this does mean we'll have to sign up for another streaming service. Unless of course you wait for physical re-releases on Blu-ray and DVD. Now in Canada, from what I know, programs that air on HBO air on Crave TV. That's Canada's version of HBO, let's say. Technically speaking, not all HBO shows pop up on Crave TV. Bell Media is partnering up with Warner Media to have some HBO Max content available on Crave TV. Now I'm a bit worried. I mean, if Sly does stream with HBO Max, Crave TV might not even have the rights to Sly Cooper, depending on how the contract works. Plus, in Canada, if let's say you want a package containing Crave, movies, and HBO, it costs $20 a month. If you stick to basic Crave TV, you have access to old seasons of TV shows that aired on HBO. Now that one costs $10 a month. But right now our focus lies on Sly Cooper, whether it's happening or not. However, we can't deny the fact that in some regions, they don't even have anything HBO related. So short version, we hope Sly TV is accessible to many. If not, constraining the show in only one region, aka the US, it will potentially hurt its viewership. If PlayStation Vue was their option before, to stream the TV show, well, that one was US exclusive. Big yikes. Alas, HBO will launch in the US on May 27th. And we just hope we get news. That's all I want, and I think that's what you guys want as well. So with that being said, guys, thank you for watching. If anything pops up, I will always make sure to update you guys, okay? So yeah, I've been Vivi, and thank you so much for watching.